Hello everyone, my name is Kiva and I teach people how to achieve the luxe look for less. Before we get into today's video though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram, but let's jump into it. The way today's video is going to work is I'm going to talk about the items, I will put their numbers up on the screen, and then you can head down to the description box to check out everything. So I love to keep my kitchen looking good, but that is easier said than done. So the first thing that I really love is this. It is a squeegee and brush all in one. You're like, Kiva, what is this? What is this? Well, it gets all of that extra moisture and water off of your countertops. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm washing dishes and it turns into like a water park. I'm just trying to clean up and then my cabinets are wet, my countertop is wet. It's just a bad time and I can never get things perfectly dry. So I absolutely love to use this for that. And to get the sink itself completely clean and to get any of my countertops clean when I have a little extra mess, I actually love to use this device. To me, it just looks like an electric toothbrush, but I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver. So basically the way it works is you put some batteries in it and it comes with batteries, you turn it on and it really gets all of the gunk out of everything. I love using this around the rim of the sink because I think that's where there's always a lot of bacteria buildup, mold buildup, and you want to get that out super easily. I also love using this on the grout lines in my bathroom and other places like that are kind of hard to reach with a sponge or any other cleaning tool. Now let's leave the kitchen for just a second to talk about pillows. So I have been Ikea's #1 fan when it comes to pillows for years. You guys hear me talk about their pillow inserts all of the time. But a ton of you say, Kiva, I don't have an Ikea nearby. What's the next best thing? Well, I found these pillows on Amazon and I thought that they were the Ikea ones because they were so good. I thought they were infinitely better. So I'm so excited to share them with you. So let me get them out. Now I will say that these pillows are a little bit more expensive than the Ikea ones. Here it is in my nice case here. And it's really nice and full. It looks incredible. It really fills up the space. The cost is 2 for $40, so they're $20 a piece. So that's $10 more than the Ikea ones, but they really inflate super well. They even work like true to size. I often find that with pillows, when I get things that are true to size, they never actually fill up the case well. You don't get that overstuffed look, but I think that they do actually a pretty decent job and they don't have a smell. So the Ikea pillows have a scent to them. It's something that I never noticed, but when you guys buy them, you let me know. To me, it kind of just smells like Ikea. I'm just like always at Ikea, so it just smells like Ikea to me. But if that bothers you, these do not have a scent at all, and they are fantastic, and they're super comfortable. The dog likes them since we've gotten them. He's actually moved on to these pillows. He doesn't sit on the other pillows anymore, and I think he's the absolute best judge. And it is October now, which means the holiday season is upon us. We're getting ready for all of our dinners, Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner. All of the big holidays are coming up and we want our tables to look good. But how do we go about doing that without spending an arm and a leg? I found some amazing cutlery on Amazon I do want to share with you. So this cutlery has actually replaced the cutlery we had before. We actually had the Hearth and Hand ones from Target, and those were fine, but we kept losing them and they scratched in the dishwasher. It was a whole thing, but we found these on Amazon and look how cute they are. You get a really good set for a good price. You have your salad fork, your normal fork, you have spoons, knives, everything is really nice and chic. And it is this nice, I want to say like bronze color. It looks really nice and sleek. I will say that all the spoons though do look like soup spoons. So just keep that in mind if that's something that bothers you, but it's really nice and modern and they hold up super well. And I've had no problems with them in the dishwasher. But this set, it is $71 for 40 pieces. And there's also one that's $38 for 20 pieces. So it all depends on the people that you are serving, but this is super heavy, super well made. It comes in this color. It also comes in gold and rose gold. I probably wouldn't get either of those. I think they look a little gaudy, but I absolutely adore these. We've been using them for about a month now. I even ran over and bought another set because it was like people are going to sell these out when they find out about them. They're incredible. They wash super easily and I just love how heavy they are. They just feel so high end. So I also found this cutlery set, and this one's super cool. Like if you were like on Star Trek, like if you were having a meal with Spock, this is what you'd be using. They're so cool. If you're having a modern contemporary Christmas or holiday season, these are the things that you want. This is a spoon, this is a knife. Yes, the knife does cut. They're so cool. They're the exact same color as the other ones, but they're just like funky, right? I feel like when you're in a minimal home, a modern home, a contemporary home, you want every piece to be visually interesting. Kiva, shut up. You always say this. Visually interesting. We want the things to be visually interesting. So this is going to take you far, even if you just have a plate and a beautifully folded napkin. Less is more, and you're going to get that with these utensils. Now, I don't know about you, but I am deep into organization TikTok. I have become an organizer. I love organizing. It just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel good to be in my home, especially since I work from home, right? So I have to have a clean space all of the time. I fell in love with organizing my vegetables and all that good stuff. And the reason I do it is not only because it looks good, but I find that when I organize everything, I actually know what I have and less food goes to waste. Because I was finding that we're having so much food waste, and that's so bad for the world. There's so many people who could appreciate this food. So let me be more intentional with what I buy and make sure that I use it. So I have these really cute containers here. This is what you use for fresh veggies. I actually adore these for mushrooms because I'm able to clean off my mushrooms when I get them home from the store, and they store perfectly like this, and they get rid of all of that moisture that you always have in mushrooms, so you don't have to worry about all of that wetness in the pan or anything like that. I absolutely love these. They're really easy to organize, and all I do is I wash my food, I put it in here, and then I put a nice little label on it with the date, and I am good to go. These are fantastic. If you want to see any of my organizing content, be sure to follow me over on Instagram. I do a ton of organizing over there, and it is super fun. I just kind of like to motivate us all to reset our homes for the new week and stay organized. So if you've been here on the channel, you know I love my lights from Obright, my task lights. I'm not telling you guys about those today, but those are fantastic. I'll put in a clip here so you can see them. They're like 60 bucks and they make my world go round. I adore them. But if you struggle with cords and you don't like being able to see the cords when you have your task lights, I found one on Amazon that is actually battery operated. You can plug it in, or you can use batteries. I think they're D batteries, and it works really well. It doesn't look as luxurious as the other ones. It's not as sleek, but if you're into really a mix between the traditional and the contemporary, these are absolutely perfect, and they give off a fairly decent amount of light, and the light is LED light, so it is white light as opposed to yellow light, so that may be nice for a space if you feel like it's too warm, but this is a really good option for you, and it's super easy to put together. But I will say that it is fairly heavy, so if you're not in the mood to carry a heavy light around, just keep that in mind before purchasing, but you really can just clip these cords and use them battery operated for years to come. Now, if you are entertaining for the holidays, you're having anybody over, you're making new friends, you need this. So let me explain what this is. This is the best prep station in the world. So we have cheese graters, we have garlic presses, we have mandolins, we have cutting boards for this, for that. We have so many different things, okay? And sometimes I'm like, where do I put those things? I don't have enough cabinets. You guys see me, here I am, and here are my cabinets. I can't reach half of them, right? And I'm 5'6", I can't reach them. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to use this. So this is incredible. It comes with a cutting board, and the cutting board actually just covers everything up. And inside you have all of these cute little containers, so you can prep all of your food and store them accordingly. You can see it has the measurements on there. It has all of these little containers inside, and they have all of the little graters and everything you could ever need. So it has drawers on either side. Of course, I'm going to give you a good look of everything, but you're making juice, you have this. If you want to grate some cheese, you have this, and they all actually fit on top of these containers. So you can just switch out the lid and grate your cheese or whatever. Let me do it correctly here. You can switch out the lid and grate your cheese or whatever directly into this container. So if you don't use it all, you just take the grater off and then put this on, and you are good to go. And you can even, I think, fit it on top like that. But why would you do that? Because you want to use the grater again. But it's just good to prep everything. It even has these little containers for smaller things, for your spices. So you can have everything in the same place. I love cooking, and I really enjoy getting everything organized first, because when I do things piecemeal, I always forget something. I always forget the most important ingredient. I'll forget like the baking powder. And then my food's like, what's going on? So I love having this little set because I'm able to organize everything super beautifully to make sure I don't skip a step. Plus, it makes for a really easy cleanup. Everything is dishwasher safe, and I just put it back into this hub, and I'm good to go. Now, for me, this next product is a lifesaver. So we always have all of the aluminum foil, the parchment paper, all of these different things we use to cook, right? And they get all over everywhere. I feel like there's never a perfect place for aluminum foil. It always ends up on top of the fridge or lodged in between your pots and pans, and it's always taking up space unnecessarily, and it is an eyesore. I've had this wrap dock for a few months now, and basically what you do is you just take your aluminum foil, your parchment paper, whatever, you put it in here, and you can set it inside of a drawer. So you just pull, and then it does have the serrations here so that you can cut it off. But I love this because I just take it and I put it in a drawer right here, and I never have to look at it except for when I want to use it. So it's a really great way to store these things. And plus, I always find that the containers they use for the aluminum foil, the parchment paper, are always a lot larger than the rolls. So most standard size rolls do fit in here. If you're getting your stuff from Costco though, it's not gonna fit. I've linked this one on my Amazon storefront, but I've also linked some more affordable ones because this one is kind of pricey, and the other ones are are a little bit cuter, but I have this one and I adore it. Now the next item I cannot hold up for you, but it is a wall mounted paper towel holder. And I'm gonna tell you why I have this. I hate the look of paper towels on a countertop. They're ugly and honestly they just always get wet, right? And when the paper towel is already wet, then you can't really use it to its full potential at the end of the day. And paper towels are expensive and there's a shortage of paper towels. All that to say, I want my paper towels in a good place where they are not going to get damaged and where they don't look so ugly. So I have an adhesive paper towel holder. Now, Kiva, why is it adhesive? Why didn't you just drill it in? Well, my cabinets are brand new and I don't want to make any holes unnecessarily. So now, the other thing I want to talk to you about that is bedding related is this duvet insert. So finding a duvet insert is so difficult. They can be super expensive and it's really hard to find one that works for all seasons because I don't know about you, but I don't really care to change up my bedding from season to season. That's just like a lot of effort. I already wash my duvet cover once a week. That's enough. I've done my due diligence. Plus, you got to find a place to store the other one. So this is an all seasons duvet insert, and we've been using it for about 4 months now, and I adore it. My wife likes it. I like it. It works. I don't wake up like in a puddle of my own sweat, which is how I used to feel, but I am adequately warm. It's really nice and fluffy. I don't feel the need to double stuff our duvets. So I think it is the best of both worlds, and I think the price is super reasonable. You could double stuff this. They even have different ones, so all seasons, winter, spring, I believe. So if you do like to change out your bedding, they do have something for you. And in the winter, when we get super cold, we just have a heated blanket that we put underneath. It'll warm the entire bed, doesn't heat the entire house, uses less electricity than heating our house because we have a big ceiling. The dog likes it, I like it, my wife likes it, so I think that's incredible. Now, I create content all the time and I have some favorite creators, and actually 2 of my favorite creators did recommend these products to me, so I do want to share them with you. So the first thing that was recommended to me was this battery holder. So you're like, why do you need a battery holder? You need one. You need one. So I don't know about you, but I hate waking up at 3 a.m. to that chirp. I can't get past the chirp. The chirp will bring me back to life. That's how irritating it is to me. So I absolutely love having my batteries on hand and making sure that they work. So Shea Whitney, she's one of my favorite creators. If you do not follow her, you should. She's here in Pittsburgh as well. And I just hope every time I go to the mall that I'll run into her. I don't really know what I'd even say, but she's the best. And she recommended this battery holder to me. This is actually what my wife got me for our 1-year wedding anniversary. And I'll hold it up for you. And basically, it just holds all different types of batteries. So I get to go to Costco, get the batteries. And it even has a battery tester in there to make sure that your batteries are good to go. Because I know people sometimes put old batteries back in the package and you're like, what's going on? Is it the light fixture? Is it me? Is it the batteries? Well, you'll know if it's the batteries or not. And it's a really nice storage container. So I actually just keep it under my sink, tucked away where it wouldn't get wet. And I love having easy access to it because now all of my batteries are in the same place. And so I have batteries in my bag. I actually will have one of these in my work bag soon, and then I have these at home. So I have it no matter what, and it beautifully organizes all of your batteries, AA's, AAA's, your D batteries, all of the batteries in the world. All of your battery dreams can come true with this organizer. Now, the next product I want to share with you is this electric lighter. Now, if you follow Arvin Olana, which I'm sure you do because you're here, we make very similar content. We're internet buds, and he has been talking about this lighter since day one. Like when he had, I think even 8,000 subscribers, he was talking about this lighter. I know because I saw it and I was like, man, he's hyping up this lighter. It's just a lighter. He can't be right. It's a great lighter. This lighter is great. It has replaced the gas lighters that I have because I always run out of gas there. And they're so tricky to use and I always misplace them. This is a plug-in lighter. You just plug it in with your USB cord and it's good to go. It's really affordable and you just click a button, it produces a flame and that's it. Now I will say it makes a noise that scares me. When I first used it, I actually sent him a message. I was like, Arvin, you didn't tell me that this was going to scare the life out of me. I was terrified. I thought my house was on fire. I don't know. I'm dramatic, right? But this lighter is great. It gets the job done. I'd probably put this in every room in my house so that I can have a beautiful, beautiful scents because a good smelling home is a luxurious feeling home. If you've been here for a while, you know that I have my kitchen organized because I got a Cricut and I just went like Cricut wild. I absolutely love the Cricut. So all of my spices are labeled, but I found that some spices I just use every single day. So putting them in the tiny containers, it just didn't make any sense because I'd use up the whole thing cooking like 3 meals. So what I did is I actually got this acrylic set from Amazon, and this is what I use for my larger spices. I just put them all in here and they come with these little spoons. that come out and you can just scoop it into your food. So this is something that really doesn't bother me. So I'll just put it honestly in this drawer right here, and I can just scoop everything out really easily. Or I might even leave it on the countertop because it's acrylic, so it's so inconspicuous in my opinion that I absolutely love it. And I love that it comes with the little spoons, because I feel like when I'm cooking, I always go through so many spoons and I'm doing so many dishes, and I don't want to use so much water, and I also just don't want to do that many dishes. Now this item is not a kid's toy. This is actually for cleaning your microwave. So getting a good clean on your microwave can be difficult. I'll just say it can be a really difficult thing to do. I'll spend like hours trying to like get off every little thing in the microwave, because sometimes people don't cover their food and everything explodes and you're like, ugh. And who doesn't want to clean microwave? I also feel like you get like the essence of the other food in your new food. So I love using these little things. They're cute. They look like kind of like a kid's toy. Pretty much all you do is you fill them up with water and vinegar, and it will steam in your microwave, and it'll really loosen everything, and you can just give it a really good wipe out. Do you necessarily need this to do it? No, but it is reusable, and I think it does a phenomenal job. I've used this on really, really tough projects. When I was really into organizing, I went up to my neighbor's house, and she had just pasta sauce. Her entire microwave was just pasta sauce. We used this and we got the job done. And plus it's really fun. Kids really love to look at it. They even have like volcano versions too. So if you have kids, they're interested in science, that could be a fun little project. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those were some of my all-time favorite Amazon products. I know that they were a little niche, they were kind of all over the place, but these products make my life easier. They're super well made, and they just allow me to have a luxurious, well-organized home. And what's better than that? What are your favorite Amazon products? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and let me know, have you tried any of these things before? Do you like them? I want to know. If you liked today's video though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.